coming together, especially in the culture of Spain. Everything is kind of planned around something good to eat. And in our kitchen today is Michelle Johannes, who grew up watching Mom and Grandma cook in Spain and now loves cooking for her family and friends. Today it's tortilla. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you. I appreciate being invited and being able to share something that I love so much.
And tortilla is not what would come to mind in Columbus, Georgia, because we would think Taco Bell.
Exactly. You would think of the wrap that you would put on a burrito, a Mexican tortilla. But Spanish tortilla is very different. It's the basis of a lot of their meals, and especially their tapas, which means small meals. And that's how you eat in Spain. You eat a little at your friend's house, and then you go to your neighbor, and everybody's always expecting company. So you have these things prepared ahead of time.
So there's not a great big meal, you're just kind of grazing?
That's correct. Yes, yes, and it's wonderful. And so tortilla de patatas, tortilla of potatoes.
De patata.
Very good.
Tortilla of potatoes.
Yes, exactly, is what I'm going to show to you today.
How do you make this?
Well, I approach cooking, and I think Spanish people have always done this. You look in your pantry, and what do you have, and how can you make it work? And so this is a very simple recipe, which is why I love it. But the variations and the twists that you can put into it are completely, endless. So starting with potatoes, an onion, and some eggs. And this is enough to serve about 3 people for a meal, or 6 to 8 people if it's an appetizer.
So I would boil these?
Well, no, you're going to dice those and the onions, and then you're going to get your frying pan or omelet pan, and with about 1/4 of a cup of oil, you're going to fry the potatoes and onions.
Oh, fry them raw.
Yes, yes, and you're going to get them to the, almost the softness that that a boiled potato would be. You don't want them to brown or become cooked on the outside. It should still remain a very translucent color. Then you're going to, strain out the potatoes and the onions, and you're going to get rid of that oil because you don't need much oil, just enough to fry the potatoes and onions. You're going to whisk together the eggs and some salt. And then you're going to fold that with the potato and onion mixture.
And that gives it the consistency.
Exactly, but don't mash too much. It's just basically a blending fold in that bowl, and then you're going to put it back in your omelet pan. And you just have a small amount of oil in there now. And you're going to be shaking and pressing on that.
Speaking Spanish?
Hopefully. Sí, todo. And so you're going to be pressing to make sure that the egg that is underneath is pushing out and cooking entirely throughout. Now there's going to be a flip involved, and this might make everybody feel a little insecure, but honestly it's simple enough. Yes. You'll get a dinner plate and put it on top of your omelet pan. This is best done over the sink, because you might have a little discard that comes out. You're going to flip now so that the omelet is on the plate, and you're going to scoot it back into your omelet so the other side is now cooking.
Oh, I like it.
And that's the final, touch. And now you're just going to be cooking and pressing and shaping your potatoes until it's browned, as you see here, and you get that sort of circular edge.
Delicious.
Yes.
Now, Michelle, is this breakfast, lunch?
Lunch? You eat it anywhere and any time. They sell it at the train stations, through the windows. I mean, it's just something that once it's made, you can take it anywhere. And that with bread would be workers' lunch.
I'll let you serve.
I will. I certainly will.
Yes, and what kinds of cheeses and meats are these?
This is a hard cheese. It's made of sheep's milk. It's called manchego. And these things are regional. Oh yes, I got this at Fresh Market, and the meats as well. Which are all from Spain. We have a variety of sausages: chorizo, salchicharrón, and then a ham, jamón serrano. And that just kind of adds to what you're going to be serving and how you want to make it a variety. Some people cook and add these into the omelet as it's cooking, and that's the variation. You can add peppers, you can add, what you like.
And I think it's very interesting about Michelle is that she's also a teacher. She has her own preschool facility.
I do.
And it's such an innovative idea. You will eventually be teaching them how to cook.
That's right, that's right. We're in stage 1 of Mulberry Bush Learning Center, and so we're serving right now our youngest learners, and they are just the most wonderful, precious little jewels. And so through our time with them, we're engaging them. As a teacher, I have to engage children. So we're engaging them in the literacy and, of course, in Spanish, and just those early experiences. But in our second phase, which will be Mulberry Bush Learning Center 2, we'll have things for the older students, the school-age child. And after-school activities and summer programs in which they can come and cook.
They'll be jealous if you don't let them eat now.
I know. Well, I'm glad to hear that. And certainly some bread. Every Spanish person serves bread with everything.
And I like the idea of the small meals, because
That's
you know,
right.
in the South, traditionally, we eat 1 or 2 huge meals.
And you feel it.
Yes.
You know, and it's just, there's that weight upon you. But if you do this and then you go and have some fried fish at a neighbor's house or a couple of gambas, shrimp, you know, you're eating so much of a variety, and it's fun and it's social, and that's the main part of Spanish food, is that you have to talk and enjoy it together.
Well, thank you so much for
Thank
being
you.
with us. Wow. I'll try to get the recipe and put it on the Dee Armstrong Show Facebook page. You gotta believe me, this is delicious. When we come back, we're recapping the Facebook question of the day. Don't go away. This is good.
I'm glad you liked it.